Okay, so I'm making gazpacho. I put a whole cucumber, about half a zucchini just because I had it in the fridge, 2 Roma tomatoes, 2 lemons squeezed, 1 clove of garlic, and a fennel bulb, and about a half a red onion. And I just roughly chopped most of it and put it in there, and it's going in here in the Vitamix. And I'm just going to cover with vegetable juice and blend. And then the remaining vegetables here I'm going to chop finely and add, just so that there's some kind of chunkier vegetables in there with the pureed veggies. Oh, and I found this dill in the fridge, so I'm going to use some of that. And then I'm going to put some cilantro and some parsley in there too, because I have that clearly. So I'm just going to cover the vegetables. In this case I'm using V8, but you can use whatever kind of vegetable juice you want. So that's good. I don't like to blend it too much so it still has a little bit of texture. So I'm going to return this to the bowl. And then add our spices. Okay, so I put the seasonings in. I put about 1/8 of a cup, maybe 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. I actually prefer balsamic vinegar, but I didn't have any. And I put a teaspoon of cumin, teaspoon of red chili powder, half a teaspoon of Italian herbs. I usually like to put oregano, but I had mixed Italian herbs. Put about a half a teaspoon of cracked black pepper, and about a half a teaspoon probably of salt. That's up to you. Again, I put 2 lemons, the juice of 2 lemons in here. And I'm going to put, it's really important to put good organic, well-sourced olive oil. Probably maybe another 1/8 of a cup olive oil. Mix that in. And usually the traditional gazpacho calls for breadcrumbs, toasted breadcrumbs. And I don't usually do that. I try and keep my gluten intake, my gluten quota pretty low. So I will probably put some hemp hearts in my gazpacho today. So here's the other half of the cucumber, the other half of the fennel bulb, and 1 tomato, some of the onion chopped up, and then the fresh herbs, just to give it a little more texture so that it's not all totally blended. Chunkier gazpacho. And then if it's too thick, you can always add more veggie juice. And then usually salt to taste. I think I put about a half a teaspoon in here. Might put a little more. And the hemp hearts. That's it. Summertime.